Good evening, and welcome to the Centrist Report. I'm Roman, and I am a political centrist. Dito po sa Centrist Report, wala tayong kinakampihan, wala tayong kinikilingan, wala tayong sinusuportahan na politiko, at wala din tayong sinisiraan na politiko. Sa atin, katotohanan lang. Do not attack the people, attack the idea. At ang pag-uusapan natin ngayong gabi, by the way, papakilala muna ako. Ako si Roman and I am a registered voter from Cebu, Philippines. At ang pag-uusapan po natin today is going to be the issue of Ayala Alabang Village Association or the Ayala Alabang Village in Alabang, Muntinlupa, Metro Manila. It's a very high-end village. Not allowing or temporarily suspending all mainland Chinese tenants. Pabasahin po natin yung Ayala Alabang Village Association newsletter and ito na po. Headline: AAVA, which is the Ayala Alabang Village Association, to temporarily suspend all mainland Chinese tenants' lease, renewal, and move-in permits. In an unprecedented move, the Ayala Alabang Village Association Board of Governors approved Board Resolution number 20210803 on August 31, 2021, suspending the approval of the renewal of existing lease agreements and the issuance of move-in permits for all Chinese mainland tenants in the village. The resolution will be fully implemented beginning October 1, 2021. The decision was made in response to the incessant number of incidents of mainland Chinese tenants blatantly violating Board Resolution number 2018-0802, which provides that property shall be exclusively used for residential purposes by a single family only. Parenthesis and quotation, single-family residential use restriction. So yun po yung board resolution. So guys, let's unpack this first. Unang-una, ano ba talaga yung Ayala Alabang at ano ang significance nito? Well, I'll give you guys a little bit of background sa sarili ko. Actually, lumaki po ako dito sa village na to. Since grade 4, tama? Until college, no? So bumalik lang ako dito sa Cebu. Bumalik kami dito sa Cebu siguro after ko na nagtrabaho, no? So, anyway, Ayala Alabang Village is one of the nicest places probably in the Philippines. Para kang wala sa Pilipinas. Sa totoo lang. Nag-aral ako sa Manila for college and nakita ko talaga yung realidad. Not being elitist, I'm just being, honest. And then, so after sa work ko, na-assign ako sa Davao and I covered areas like Cotabato, na-assign ako ng Jensan, Cebu, Iloilo. So, I've been around and I can say this is one of the nicest places in the Philippines. And the people that know me and the people that have grown up there will say the same thing. Needless to say, maraming mga big time na nakatira dito. Sila Bong Revilla, pagkaalam ko si Ralph Recto, don't quote me, but Ping Lacson, pagkaalam ko ha, pero wag nyo akong i-quote dito, no? Pero yan lang yung pagkaalam ko, hindi ko alam kung dyan pa rin sila nakatira. Okay? So, alam na natin ano yung Ayala Alabang. Anong ginawa nila? They kicked out. Basically kicked out because you now cannot renew a lease if you are a mainland Chinese. Now, bakit? Dahil daw, meron silang blatant, no? Napakalakas ng word. Violation, no? Of Board Resolution number 20180802, no? And yan yung single family residential use. So let's unpack that. Ano bang ibig sabihin nito mga kaibigan? Ang nangyayari kasi, maraming mga mainland Chinese and these guys are also related to the Pogo na abangan or i-rent nila yung abangan sa Bisaya ba? So i-rent nila yung house for a certain amount. So you get a nice big house, maybe the cut of the lot, 600, 500 square meters, minimum 400. Yung bahay, 2-story yun. So, siguro yung footprint ng bahay natin dyan, nasa at least 300 square meters. You get a nice big 5-bedroom house and then you stuff in maybe like 30 Chinese. And I've gotten sa mga messenger groups ko, like, private groups, chismisan lang mga taga doon, no, taga South. Shout out by the way sa tropa kong si Maui na nagbigay ng suggestion nito, no? Ay, hindi naman suggestion pero pinakita niya sa akin to kaya ginawa natin ng content, no? So, yun, mga tropa, no? So, para bang ang isipin mo dito is social na village. Ayaw nila na sinisira o binababoy nila yung area na yun, no? So, para bang sa tingin nyo ba may karapatan silang gawin yun? Well, coming from a standpoint that I lived there also, sa palagay ko, hassle nga naman talaga yun, di ba? Pero, kung nasa ibang bansa tayo, na mas, let's say, maunlad, or let's say, nandito sa first world, no? Sinasabi natin, although first world and third world is an outdated term na was really used during the Cold War era, and it's a passé era, and it's a passé term, no? Pero let's just call it the developed world, no? Developed democracy, katulad ng Australia, USA, Canada, etc. Kapag ginawa mo yun, baka pwede ka pang kasuhan, di ba? For blatant racism. Pero, sa totoo lang, naintindihan ko din yung point nila. So, basahin pa natin. Incidents of violation of community quarantine protocols. Ayala Alabang, BAA. So, Barangay Ayala Alabang. Incidents were also found to be mostly committed by mainland Chinese. Okay, guys. So, do you see the term mostly, no? So, parang binabundle nila na sila yung mga pasaway na tao, no? Incidents of violation community quarantine protocols were also found to be mostly committed by mainland Chinese tenants occupying the reported staff houses. So exactly, ginawa nga nilang staff house. Just to give you an idea, guys, lumipat kami galing sa Cebu papunta sa Manila, and actually, nakatira kami sa parang isang bahay na ganito, di ba? Because it was the staff of my dad. May project sila noon sa South pa, which was in Carmona. And nakatira kami kasama yung mga office mates niya, basically. Di ba? So, ganito din, no? Pero kami, di kami pasaway. Yes, may community, maganda yung vibe, no? So, I lived in a street called Pili. BPI housing yun, mga kapatid, no? And napakasarap talagang tumira doon. Naintindihan ko kapag meron kang silingan or neighbor ba na magulo, hindi maganda. Yung neighbor namin nasa tapat namin sa Japanese. Yung tapat ko pa na neighbor is one of my best friends, 'di ba? So, it's a really nice place. And kung bababuyin nga naman ng mga Chekwang to, sorry ha, sa mga Filipino-Chinese, marami akong kaibigan na Filipino-Chinese, mga suppliers ko, mga customers ko, no? So, let's just call them mga mainlanders na to, 'di ba? Mga taga PRC, or the People's Republic of Communist China. Okay, in addition, most of them violate traffic rules kasi may speed limit po tayo dito, first to stop, first to go. And even strict curfew regulations, notwithstanding the pandemic. So sila nagsimula ng pandemya, sila pang hindi sumusunod. Di ba? Bakit naman hindi ka magagalit? The Board of Governors has deemed these offensive actions to have a large impact on the general safety, security, and health of the community. Furthermore, BAOIC, Marcos Lester Suntay, ka-basketball ko to dati. This guy is a really nice guy. He's a doctor sa Makati Med, alam ko, parang nasa physical therapy line, no? Mabait na tao, stand-up guy. He taught me, he was doing baseball when I was a kid, and I think he was like a really good player, so he was like one of our coaches one summer. Diba? All with a similar residential address within the village who cannot be found in the registered AAV residential address. So, dapat mag-register ka. Ito parang kolorum yung mga Chinese na to, no? The difficulty with tracing and monitoring of these cases. So may nag-test pa. Sorry ha. Guys, babalikan ko lang. So si Lester Suntay reported that there were 18 individuals listed as active COVID-19 cases. So may mga active tayo na kaso. Tapos, with all similar addresses within the village who cannot be found in the registered AAV residential addresses. So nagala-gala pa. Okay. The difficulty with tracing and monitoring of these cases, who also attribute to lessees involved in a series of violations. This becomes problematic as COVID-19 and its Delta variant have been on the rise for the past few weeks. So guys, let's wrap it up. Number one, nasa pandemya tayo, di ba? Kung hindi sila responsable at hindi nila ginawa to na mabuti, na sila pa yung nagsimula, di ba? Sila yung nagsimula, di ba? Talagang dapat may mga parusas para sa kanila, no? Yung pagiging bastos, yung pagtanggal ng t-shirt, pagiging madumi, yan yung mga nakikita kong, yan yung mga naririnig kong mga feedback sa akin. Yung basura na sa labas lang, may nahanap pa nga yung isang tropa ko na may carcass daw ng duck, di ba? Pero, okay, tapos they violate curfew. Ang problema ay sinasabi natin they. Hindi naman dapat natin linalahat, di ba? What if it was the other way around? What if pumunta ka sa isang foreign country, tapos yung mga Pinoy dun pasaway, 'di ba? Although Filipinos in terms of immigrants in the United States, I think are number 2 in income. Not in terms of immigrants but as an ethnic group, 'di ba? Hindi naman natin sinasabi na pag mayaman tayo, hindi tayo pasaway, 'di ba? Pero sinasabi ko lang 'yon, that they are model citizens. Not only in the United States but we are model citizens also in other countries where we go to. Hindi natin binabastos o binababoy. Yan kasi magaling tayo. Pero itong mga taong to bastos. Pero dapat ba nila lahat? Sa palagay ko, hindi. So again, ladies and gentlemen, just to wrap this up, ang gusto ko lang na mensahe sa inyo is, ang ginawa ng Ayala Alabang para sa akin, nakikita ko bakit sila gustong gawin. Pero palagay ko naging masyadong emosyonal na nilalahat nila. Dapat case-to-case basis. They cannot ban a certain ethnicity or citizenship for that matter. You're taking away economic opportunity. You're taking away the pride that Filipinos have of being a race that are not a race of bigots. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, good night, and I'll just leave you with this message. Nasa Biblia to eh. Do unto others as you want others to do unto you. And that's the golden rule, ladies and gentlemen. So para sa akin, hindi ako pabor dito. Let's treat it on a case-by-case basis. Yung mga may violations, sakupin. Pwede ngang ikulong eh. 'Di ba? Pero wag nang porke taga PRC, hindi na pwede mag-renew or bawal nang kumuha ng bagong lease na galing doon. Guys, this is the Centrist Report. Good night and signing off.